Hi friends, happy Friday. I hope you've had a great week this week. We have some beautiful weather here. I know we're still having some wildfires out in the west, and the hurricane, of course, is coming in on the east, so let's keep praying for our friends and family out in that direction. I wanted to talk to you today about some of the video lessons that we have on schoolhouseteachers.com. We always get asked, is there a video that my kid can watch for this certain subject? Well, today I'm going to show you some of the great things that we have to watch. And later on this afternoon, I'm going to post a complete list of all the video classes that we have. First, I want to show you, we're going to start going to the member dashboard. Remember how to get there. I've saved all the video classes on our member dashboard. So we're going to, if we push this, it's going to take us down here to where I can find the video bookmark that I made. And we're just going to start here with the first one. Some of these are, we have many different subjects. This first one that we're going to look at, I can't show you the actual videos on some of these, but because it takes you to another site. But my daughter actually did this one. This is SAT, ACT Math Prep. And this takes you to Mr. D Math, and he is a math teacher who helps students. He has different classes, but this actually has some specific things for the ACT and the SAT where he will walk you through that with some of the videos. This was very helpful for my daughter. She was getting ready for the ACT. Now, if we go back to here, we're going to look at the next thing on our list, and that is going to be, see, there's a very long list, filmmaking. That is interesting. It gives you all kinds of videos here, and broken down into lessons, but it talks about how to make a film, how to cast, how to choose a camera, the principles of composition, and all that is done in video format. So this is a really complete class here, over 28 lessons of how to make a film. And so if your child is interested in that, that would be something good for them to do. Now next we're going to look at public speaking. This would be in our drama category, and see, it gives you here a bunch of things that it talks about: impromptu speaking, introductory speech, sales pitch, expository speech, interpretive speech. These are all things that it will take you to a video to show how to do these. Now, let's see. There's many other classes. Let's see what we can find here. Going back to my member dashboard. How to use Microsoft Word. That is one thing that the kids and I did together. It has different video lessons, and most of them are really short, and then it gives you a little a task to do based on what you learned. But it just has the basics of using Microsoft Word. It's very helpful for learning how to do the computer things. And let's see what else we have here. That would be for middle school and high school. Here we have geometry, and this is also with Mr. D Math. I'm not going to click on that, but geometry is something that's kind of hard to teach if it's just written. So this geometry class has actual videos with Mr. D, and it's a complete curriculum, a whole year long, and he will take you through the different components of geometry and give you homework. Let's go back to our, went down too far. Go back to our member dashboard here. And the next thing on our list is going to be hands-on math help. This is actually made for you to watch with your children, and it gives you different ways you can use these rods here to help with the math and the counting. So it's not just 1 or 2 lessons, it's a lot of lessons. See, it's got 46 lessons. So you break this down and it shows you how to use these rods to help teach math. But math is one of the hard things. It's also sometimes difficult to just read a textbook. So that is for elementary, of course. And then there's another math help that is specifically for the parent. And this is Elementary Math Archive. And this has many different lessons on the different grades and what you need to teach during those grades and how to teach them. And this is written by a math teacher, so she is going to tell you the things that you need to know. It's a very good class. Okay, and let's see, the next subject we have is, do you know that we have a violin and guitar? This is actually, of course, done by a person who teaches violin, and there are lessons here where if you have a violin, you can watch this and learn how to play the violin. See, there's 32 lessons. And it certainly gets you started, certainly gets you through the beginning stages, but you can see here the lady that teaches it, she's very good, but you don't have to pay for a tutor in violin. She is your tutor, and it is all included in the schoolhouseteachers.com. So that alone right there is worth the money. There's also very similar is the guitar lessons. And it has some things to read, and then also some videos on finger position and stuff like that, and different chords. But guitar lessons are also one of those things that are very expensive. And sometimes just traveling to someone who will teach your child to play the music is a hassle. So this has 28 lessons here where you can actually watch him play guitar, and he teaches you how to do it from home. So that's 2 music classes that would pay for themselves. Absolutely. Now the next one we have several science classes. We have a general biology class, and this is for middle school and high school. It has 2 semesters. It also has worksheets. You can use this along with the textbook that they give you, or if you already had the biology, like for Apologia, it has notes to use with that. Has Abeka. You can use the Abeka book with this, the Alpha Omega, Apologia, Bob Jones, Christian Liberty Press. All those books, it gives you the pages to read for that to go along with the videos. So that's a complete year of biology with reading and videos. We also have 3 chemistry classes depending on what your child needs. But we have advanced chemistry, we have friendly chemistry, and we have chemistry help. And I'm not going to show you all 3 of those, but they are, I'll show you this one. This one just deals with specific topics that you might need to know. It's not a complete curriculum. If you want to just start out with the friendly chemistry and then maybe move to the advanced, that would probably be a complete curriculum if you did the labs. But chemistry is another one of those things that's kind of hard to do by yourself. And this has it all there for you, someone showing you how to do it. The next one we have, like I said, there's 3 of the the chemistry. And then these two here, I really, really like them. If you need something to supplement history, and perhaps these are They Live for God and the Torchlighters. They Live for God is high school classes, but it's all videos on different people that made a difference. St. Augustine, Martin Luther, John Bunyan. There's lots of different, it tells you which one, and you can pick and choose. You don't have to do these in a specific order. But I had my son do some of these, and he really enjoyed them. He would come and tell me facts that he learned about the different people. But this would be something like the whole family could watch. It is kind of for high schoolers, but it would be very interesting for the whole family. And the different people in history that have made a difference for Christ in their jobs and in their lives. The other one that's kind of similar, but it's for elementary, is called Lamplighters. Let's see what it says here. Torchlight. It says Torchlighters. This one it's kind of cartoon, but so you can, I'm not going to play it for you, but it has different, some of the same characters and real life people, but it talks about, this is a very good series, Torchlighters, and how they lived for God, in the different time periods. That would be a great thing. That has worksheets with it too. That would be a great thing for elementary to do. Like you're having a rough day and you're just like, oh, let's just take a break and watch a Torchlighter. That would be something great to do. It would also be good it's kind of history and kind of Bible. The next thing we're going to look at is, this is something for preschoolers. From aardvark to zucchini. It sounds kind of funny, but the videos, there's 26 videos, one for each letter of the alphabet, and it goes through the different things that we can talk to God about. And so it's kind of a language art, but it's kind of a Bible also. So it starts with A for aardvark and Z for zucchini, but it reinforces the idea that with your child they can talk to God about anything, but it also reinforces the alphabet. And like I said, that's for preschool, early elementary. Now the next one we're going to look at is Drive-Thru History. We have two of these, and they are excellent. Now these would not be a complete curriculum, but we have ancient history and we have American history. They both have 12 lessons, and they're about 30-45 minutes apiece. And it does have worksheets that go with it. It has some essay questions, but this would be like for middle school or high school. But this is Dave Stotts. He goes to each of the places that he talks about and actually teaches history from the place where it happened. And it's very, very interesting, very entertaining. He is not a dry speaker. He is a very good educator. Makes everything fun. Okay, now we have the other Drive-Thru History. I'm not going to show you. It's kind of the same thing. But we're going to go on to Leadership 101. That's in our electives. And it is through Right Now Media, and it takes you to another site. So I'm not going to show you that because you do need a password to get into that. But that's one of the partners that we have with schoolhouseteachers.com is Right Now Media. And there's many, many different videos that we get through them. And this is something specifically for teens. It talks about what is a leader, how to be a leader, lots of different things that are good skills that are needed. Okay, the next one is after Leadership 101, we have Creation Worldview Lessons. This one actually shows a classroom, and it has the teacher there, and it has some experiments that he does about creation. But it has Unit 1 is on age of the earth, and Unit 2 is on the origin of life. And so it has some real life students, and it has some interviews with other people. They use snippets from movies or other things, and it shows charts and pictures. But it's a really good class about why the creationists have the worldview that we do, and what facts back that up. Which takes me to the bottom of that. Okay, here we go. Now there's a couple more in preschool that I want to show you. Preschool has several. Of course, you can go through World Book and look at, they have several through there. But the ones I want to show you here, we have Bible Stories for Kids. We have Adventures of Carlos the Caterpillar and Adventures of Donkey Ollie. I'm going to show you this one. Bible Stories for Kids is animated, but it talks about the different people in the Bible, and they're kind of giving their biography, and it's a really good lesson. The Adventures of Donkey Ollie, let's look at that one. This one is really cute because Donkey Ollie is the little donkey who was chosen to bring Jesus into Jerusalem. And so it goes through the adventures of him, of course, in that meeting, but then after Jesus died, and how sad he was, and the different people that he meets that kind of help him through that and tell the story about Jesus. But that's a really cute one too. But there's also Charlie Church Mouse and Bedbug Bible Gang. So there's several things for preschoolers here. But I went through the main ones, and we covered about 24 of them today. But there's also several things that are specifically for parents. There are parenting your teenagers. There's dealing with emotions, building faithful marriages, the basics of Christian faith, building faithful kids, marriage built to last, teaching children financial stewardship. Those are all through Right Now Media, and they're very good. Some of them are units and lessons, and some of them are like you sit down and watch the whole video for 2 hours. But I'll send you a list of all that later on today. But like I said, we have a lot of video-based curriculum, in addition to some that are printable or that you read on a screen. So this is just a small taste, and the ones that I thought might be of interest to you today. I hope that you have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you.